What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of CourtRoom Podcast, DJ's CourtRoom Podcast, man. We back with another episode 35. And man, it's a lot of stuff we got to talk about, a lot of stuff we got to discuss on this early morning. Yes, I'm filming this early, so y'all can get the video in time. First thing I want to point out what I want to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is that boxing match this weekend with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. That boxing match was... I'm pretty sure y'all know what my answer is going to be, but the jump was trash. It was not entertaining at all. They barely looked like they wanted to fight. It looked like they just wanted the money, and that's clearly what they just wanted. Cause like, if they went all eight rounds, that's when they would get the most money. And the reason why they would get the most money, cause you're watching the boxing match. Like, if you watch the boxing match for one round, you're barely gonna get any money. Cause like, it was only one round, it's only a little bit of time. So if you go all 8 rounds, that's a lot of people watching it more, a lot of people tuning in at home. It's just a lot of money coming in. So the boxers can be able to get their pay. So that's all that was about. That was all just for money. That was all just for fun. Cause like, Mike Tyson is like 50-some years old, about to be 60. And Jake Paul, he's a troll himself. He's a creator. He's a content creator for real. Like, he's not I don't see him as a real boxer. Like, he can box, but he's not like a real boxer. Like, he doesn't really do anything when it comes to, like, nobody really takes him serious. Like, you see the fighters he's fighting. Yeah, he's fighting fighters, ex-fighters and good fighters, but like, he's a troll. So, and then Mike Tyson in his interview with his son, freaking walking to the camera with his butt out. That might have been the funniest thing I've seen. Like, covering that hole. That might have been the funniest thing I've seen for the whole thing. But the fight was trash. They went all 8 rounds, but this man Mike Tyson was biting his glove, talking about something, he got a biting fixation, and he looking like he couldn't even survive in there. Like, he too old. And then he mentioned that he almost died in July, training for it. He said he had blood clots or something like that. So like, that shows you that he just wanted the money. And I seen this little source. I don't know if it's not true, but when he was younger, like, he would have like an entourage, like he would have people behind him, and that walk him in the ring. And I heard that he would have to give some of his money, his boxing money, to them. But this go around, he didn't walk out with nobody. So all that money went to him. So I'm assuming he probably did this because he needed the money. Like, why would a 50-some year old that has a history of boxing, that is one of the greatest, is coming out of retirement in boxing at 50-some years old? Like, why would you even risk your life like that? Like, he obviously needed the money, and it's obviously fake. So that's that. I'm pretty sure everybody's saying the same thing. It was a whack fight. It was trash. I'm glad I ain't paid to watch that. Whoever paid to watch that, I feel bad for you. But yeah. But moving on to basketball, I want to talk about Lamelo Ball. This man, Lamelo Ball, it's been childish. Like, he's been doing great this season. Like, his points, his assists, his rebounds, he's been doing great. He's just been, on Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets is not really a good team, so they're not really going to be in the mix for real. They might, like, sneak into the play-in and then sometimes get out the play-in. Sometimes, like, it might go up and down. But individually, LaMelo Ball is doing absolutely phenomenal. And on his team right now, he's doing a good job of staying healthy, because that was his main problem these past, like, few years that he's been in the league. not being able to stay healthy. But he's doing great though. Like he's being consistent. He's being a team player. But it's just one thing that he messed up on. He was in an interview and this man said no homo. And now we all know if we say anything about like homosexuality or like anything dealing with them people, you can get canceled or something bad is gonna happen. Cause like people don't take that lightly. Like people that represent that doesn't, you feel what I'm saying? Like respect that. So I expected the NBA to find him, but I don't get it because like Ant-Man and Lamelo and all these other players just be cussing on live TV and all that stuff, and they don't get fined for that, but he getting fined for saying that. He should have said it in a different term where they didn't even know. He should have said something or not said it at all. But yeah, he got fined $100,000. That is a lot of money. People saying that's light work to him, but that's still a lot of. Nobody don't want $100,000 coming out their pocket. Like, you know what you can do. You know what you can do with $100,000. You can do a lot with $100,000. Like if I had $100,000 right now, like I'd be happy. So I can't even imagine losing $100,000 because like losing $1,000 will piss me off. Will make me mad. Like that will like what the heck. So like, I don't care how much money I have. I don't want to lose no money. When you lose money, that junk go down. When you lose money. Yeah, Lamelo Ball, you gotta straighten up, man. You gotta get your act together because you do not want no money taken from you. You gotta make sure you be in your best behavior because this is the NBA. This is not high school. It's not college. It's the NBA. This is professional. You gotta be professional. You can be yourself at home, but when you do those post-game interviews, you gotta act, and it be like that. But I want to move on to James Harden. This man, James Harden, is one of the best shooters of all time. He just reached second place in three-pointers of all time, behind Steph Curry. And props to him, man. Like you already know where all these threes came from when he was on the Houston Rockets. All those step-back threes, all those threes came to be worth it. Cause like if he didn't do all those threes, if he didn't go on that scoring rampage, and in those Houston days, he probably would have never reached it. But congratulations, James Harden. James Harden is really one of the influential players that we have in the NBA. Cause there's a lot of players that want to be like him. There's a lot of players that want to like watch his game and like try to use it in their game. Cause like you see a lot of players like trying to do step backs in the game, or I listen to players or other podcasters saying that they ex-teammates or their teammates be doing it in practice. Like this man James Harden really like put that move and stamped it because nobody else can really do it just like him. Like he did it like he made it look easy, and it's not that easy to perfect that step back. But him and Golden State, they had played last night, and Stephen Curry and James Harden showed love to each other. They hugged each other. He was basically saying congratulations and stuff like that. They right next to each other, 3-pointers made, and just want to say congratulations to James Harden because he be working hard. A lot of people be hating on him, but them Houston days, he was like that. Like if it wasn't because of Chris Paul's hamstring, and if it wasn't because Golden State in their way, James Harden would have had like 2 championships by now. At least 2 championships. 2 championships at MVP and 2 Finals MVPs. Cause he would have killed them in the finals. He would have killed the Cavs that year in the finals. And was it the Cavs again when he was going on a run? Yeah, he would have killed them. He would have beat them. I feel like he would have beat them because they was tough. That Houston Rockets team was tough. So yeah, James Harden, congratulations to you, man. And we all looking up to you. So now I want to talk about the Cavs. Them being 15-0, them still going on a winning streak, them still looking good, and I'ma still hate. I'ma still hate. This is my brother's team. My brother, he loves the Cavs. He loves Donovan Mitchell. Like, he don't really love the Cavs, but like Donovan Mitchell's on the Cavs. Like, he follows Donovan Mitchell, so he's a Cavs fan now. And they're 15-0, and for some reason, every time Donovan Mitchell's on any team, that team does good in the regular season. Like, cause I remember the Jazz was like doing good. They was like number 1 in the Western Conference, and Denzel, that's my brother's name, he was ranting about how they going to the championship, and then they never did. They choking the playoffs. And then the Cavs, like, every time Donovan Mitchell's on the team, they do good in the regular season. And then once the playoffs come, well, I'm not saying Donovan Mitchell does bad in the playoffs. He definitely shows up in the playoffs. It's just the team, they just don't know how to beat a team 4 times. Like, they don't know how to beat a team 4 times. And it's hard to beat a team 4 times. So, it's different than the playoffs. That's why I don't really look at the regular season and the seeding. Like, that's why I don't look at number 1, number 8. Because number 8 could knock off number 1. Like, let's be honest here. It's a possibility. Number 8 can beat number 1. In any conference. So, like, I got to see in the playoffs. If they play good, if they get deep in the playoffs, okay, I'm a believer. But I'm not going to be being a believer all because they're 15-0. They're a great team, don't get me wrong. They're a great team. But you got to show me in the playoffs. Because they could get beat by the Celtics. You never know. They get beat by the Celtics. They can get beat by the Bucks if they're in the playoffs. They can beat by the 76ers if they're in the playoffs. You never know. Even though I don't think the 76ers will beat them. 76ers been playing trash. But yeah, the Cavs got to show me, man. They got to show me that they're willing to take a next step, and they're willing to win it all, and they're willing to make a deep playoff run, not just have a good regular season record and choke in the playoffs, because that's not going to cut it. You got to show me. I'm the type to say you got to show me in the playoffs, because regular season don't mean nothing. Like, regular season awards, like MVP, defensive player, like all them regular season awards, yeah, people put people in GOAT conversations, and people bring up their names because of rings. You gotta think about that. Like, yeah, you're gonna bring up somebody's name if they got some MVPs, but it's gonna be a short amount of time that you're gonna bring up their name. But the greats, they all have rings. Like, top 5 of all time, they all got rings. You're not gonna put somebody that don't have a ring in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? So, Cavs, they gotta show me in the playoffs. They got to. They have to, man. So, I also wanna talk about my top 5 point guards in the NBA right now, because a lot of stuff has changed. Like, a lot of these players are still good, but they're not really as consistent as they was. So I just want to put down on what my top 5 point guards in the NBA right now is. Of course, Steph Curry, he's still playing at a high level. Luka Doncic. Lamelo Ball has been playing good. I'm going to put Darius Garland has been playing good. And I'm gonna put Shea. John Morant is in there too, but he's been injured. So, and speaking of John Morant, he's just been getting injured lately. Like, he's just been getting injured a lot lately, and that's just crazy to me. That's wild to me. And he needs to tighten up, because why is he injured? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is he injured? Like, what is making you get injured? Do you need to eat different things? Do you need to just stop being so explosive? Do you need to work on your outside game? And because he got to flow the game. I don't get why he keep getting injured. Like, he don't be eating good or taking care of his body. But that's besides the point, man. That is definitely besides the point. But yeah, those are my top 5 point guards in the NBA right now. But yeah, that's it for this video, for this podcast. I'm not podcast. That's it for this episode. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Make sure y'all share the podcast. Make sure y'all share this video. And just make sure y'all come back. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.